Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new easy Mother Witch deck that has put a curse over the best players in Clash Royale. The rank 164 player in the world is using this deck to make every matchup easy. When opponents see elite barbarians and 3 musketeers, they're going to be expecting other bridge fam like Rail Ghost and Bandit. So when they release their bait with skeleton armies, goblin gangs, and spear goblin huts, they'll get baited. You'll instantly get a parade of piggies, hog all of the damage for yourself, and run away with the game. And when you've got Mother Witch with 3 musketeers and Elixir collector, you have an added layer of fireball bait. So when opponents are pressured to remove the Mother Witch with fireball and poison, your Elixir collector and 3 musketeers will get absurd value. It's time to spell doom for every graveyard and bait deck in the game and assert dominance. If you don't have Monk, use the Bandit. Lots of love to everyone that's using create code SirTag to make all the hyper videos possible. Alright, so this guy's gonna have a Hog Rider banner. So if he's playing Hog Rider, you gotta save your Elite Barbarians as your best answer. And a lot of times they're gonna have super fast cycle cards and typically gonna have Earthquake. So if you're playing against an Earthquake deck, you're not gonna be getting that much value with your Elixir Collector. So you wanna make sure, wait, what? I was gonna say not to cycle and just try to cycle your 3 Musketeers instead. He's gonna have Elixir Collector counters with Earthquake and then also like Tornado for our Rail Ghost that activate King Tower early on. Oh, this is gonna be a hard matchup. This might be even more difficult than the last one when the guy ended up having Valkyrie, Bomb Tower, and Poison. Oh, miss me with that. Dude, I thought that card was gone from the game. Seriously, I have not seen Rocket in what feels like a millennium. That is one of the most ancient cards in Clash Royale history after it got that nerf, right? You guys even let me know, like, most of the log bait players are typically running Lightning instead of running Rocket. So, yeah, I'm kind of shocked to see that. It's even better for us the fact that we can reflect it. And we won't have a counter to our Elixir Collector now, so it's good, but it's also bad because the element of surprise gave this guy a huge lead. So I'm an Elixir Collector now on the left-hand side. It's totally okay for me. And we're able to go for a Heal Spirit to connivingly shut down those goblins. Wow, he had a really fast card cycle to get back to that. I didn't expect that. I thought that, you know, after your Rocket on the right-hand side, you wouldn't get back to another one that fast. Man, Hog Rider cycle decks are broken sometimes. Okay, so we can go in for the Monk in the back, and we're totally expecting him to go in for the Hog Rider in the right-hand side. Fortunately for us, the Monk is able to blast back the Hog Rider for a short period of time. Kind of working out for us right now because he's not going to go for the Hog Rider. I guess he was slightly scared. You know what we can do? His Valkyrie's out of cycle. He can't go in for a Rocket. What is he going to do? Like, genuinely kind of, I don't know, wondering what this man has got in his mind. Because I think we're going to get his towers here. The 3 Musketeers should be able to destroy him because he had no Valkyrie. And he also had no Rocket in cycle. So that was the vibe, cycling 3 Musketeers at the river. You guys think that you get bigger brain as you get higher and higher on ladders. Sometimes you just resort to the simple small brain strategy of spamming everything at the river and your opponent doesn't have the right card cycle. And that's all it takes sometimes, guys. We've won this one for sure. I'm going to shut down his Hog Riders with Elite Barbarians, and there's nothing he can do. So the dude rocketed to take my tower after going in for a Hog Rider plus Tornado on my E-Barbs. But that means that he spent too much Elixir, and now he is definitely going to lose his other tower. Kind of a vibe for me. I always enjoy when my opponents overcommit, because it just gives me more crowns for my past Royale. So I'm going to go in for a Mother Witch here, Rail Ghost, and Monk. Click the Monk ability, make sure that he can't go in for a log because it would just end up hitting his tower. And I will win this one. I think it's just going to take slightly longer because the guy did delay the game going in for that Rocket all-in play to somehow take a tower, just to make sure that his tower's at like 200 HP with no way of winning now. But it looks like we finally got the game all wrapped up. Sorry, sir, you're not coming back from that. All right, we got a game against the 1,000 Sunny clans. So obviously it's going to be a super sunny day for us if we're able to get an Elixir Collector on the field. If not, then kind of going to be doom and gloom until we're able to get that. I'm going to Mother Witch in the back, and that's going to be fine because maybe we can bait out the Fireball or the Poison. A lot of times they're going to be releasing their small spells or big spells on top of the Mother Witch. And if the Poison's out of sight, then we're going to be able to go in with all our might, dropping our 3 Musketeers and forcing out even more Elixir. I love doing this. I feel super sinister when we get a good card cycle with this deck. So generally I like supporting the 1 Musketeer, but in this type of environment, when our opponent has Bomb Tower, it's imperative that I support the 2 because otherwise they're just going to die to the Bomb Tower splash damage. So I'm going to go in for the Monk ability to blast back the Bomb Tower. And notice how the Musketeer locks onto the tower for a lot of damage because our opponent couldn't afford a proper defense on all sides. Because he allocated the Poison, he just didn't have enough Elixir and enough splash damage in his arsenal to shut our stuff down. So we're currently winning the game on both sides, not by that much in the right, but it's nice to have a bit of a lead. So I'm going to go in for a Heal Spirit here to pull back the Barbarian for a +1 Elixir trade. And then I'm also going to go for an Elixir Collector to build up that Elixir advantage. So every time your opponent's going to have Poison or Fireball or whatever spell, as long as it's not Earthquake, you'll get a positive Elixir trade with your Elixir Collector. So I take that all day, man. You're going to have Valkyrie, Bomb Tower, and you're also going to have Poison for a lot of splash damage. So I think that we're likely going to be playing against a graveyard deck because a miner deck would have shown their miner by now. So I'm going to go in for the monk in the middle, just so the baby dragon locks onto that instead of our mother witch. And I'm looking at the situation and I'm loving it as this game starts to progress. Because every time that we bait out the bomb tower, that means that we're going to be able to release even more spam afterward. That's one of the big defining things that I have to worry about in Clash Royale. I expect him to Valkyrie, so let's go in for a Royal Ghost to counter that, and then go for another Elixir Collector. So I'm just getting little leads with my Elixir. I'm not overcommitting because his deck is pretty good. If his deck was a bit worse into ours, I would have dropped my 3 Musketeers right now, I would have spammed, and I would have just destroyed him. But I'm trying to find those opportunities to go in for Elixir Collectors at the right moment, then go for our 3 Musketeers and build up huge pushes. So as I said before, usually want to support the 1 Musketeer because it's harder for them to defend there. So yeah, it's harder for them to defend the 2, so I always want to support the 1 that they're just going to counter with like 1 Elixir cost cards. The Heal Spirit here, and then we're going to go for a Rage, so then we can hopefully melt the Valkyrie with the E-Barbs. It just didn't work in time. It's okay. But that's even more units for our Mother Witch, so I guess we'll take that. That's 3 piggies, right? Hopefully 3. No, the Mother Witch is too slow! Dude, come on. Get your exercise, Mother Witch. You literally have 1 job sometimes. Alright, so we can 3 Musketeers. We can also go in for a Monk for the 3-card cycle, and I think that might be slightly better here. Getting the 3-card cycle with the Monk is always advised if you can. And I'm going to go in for the 3 Musketeers, and then I can click the Monk ability on top of the Bomb Tower and all of his stuff. So I'm going to go for Poison, unfortunately. Super smart strategy for him. That is one of those things that if you tornado the 3 Musketeers together, I can't really reflect it with the Monk ability as much as I want to. But here's the thing. If you're playing against someone that doesn't end up having any spell and cycle, you just stack up more Elixir Collectors. So it's fine. We're farming an Elixir advantage out here. That's how we're going to break through. He's got this defensive strategy. There's not much else you can do. We're split our Musketeers again so that he's not going to be able to go for the Tornado and the Poison because he ended up dropping so much Elixir, well, at least in the right-hand side. Huh, interesting. He was able to still get it down, but I don't necessarily know if he's going to Poison because the Bomb Tower might be able to kill everything anyway. Yeah, he's going to go for Valkyrie and Bomb Tower. He's going to spend a bunch of Elixir. We can go in for the Mother Witch as well. And then, because we've got the Monk on field, we know that we can go in for the E-Barbs here and then just blast his Bomb Tower to oblivion. So the Baby Dragon's also going to lock onto that. We stole a Barbarrel. He wasn't ready. That's what I'm talking about. So we only need 1 good push with this deck, and then it spirals in your insane advantage. And that's what happened, guys. We had one of the sunniest days in Clash Royale history as those elite barbarians slaughtered the tower. So this guy's got a cannon banner. Most of the time, people are probably going to be running cannon if they're running a fast cycle deck. So we'll see which one he's running. I'm going to go for a Heal Spirit here, and we see Phoenix in the back. Could be Electro Giant, could also be Graveyard. I really want to play a Graveyard match. Please, just give me Graveyard. No! Okay, so Royal Hogs plus Phoenix makes me feel like we're probably playing against some weird Royal Recruits deck. There's a chance it's just going to be a fast cycle deck with Phoenix and Piggies, though. So I could go Elite Barbarians. The Monk is definitely dead. It's not going to give me much at all. Ooh, Barbarians, too. Interesting. So I am 1 card away from my Elixir Collector. Sometimes these guys will end up running Earthquake if they're running Royal Hogs. But I feel like this is the type of person to run Fireball. Just looking at his deck right now, right? So we can bait out the Fireball with our Mother Witch, ideally. One of my favorite things is cycle the Mother Witch near the tower. Yeah, let's go. I like that we were able to make a prediction on his deck without even seeing the card. Most of the time, Piggies will run Fireball if they're running weird decks because the Fireball is just a universally great card and it allows them to adapt to situations. So like if they need to bounce something back, counter Fireball bait, or even counter a log bait card like a Princess, the Fireball can do it. The Earthquake is really only good against buildings and then also Elixir Collectors. So he's going to have a Royal Recruits deck as expected. Wow, we were right on the money. Instead of running Fly Machine, I think he's probably running Phoenix, which is not near as good because the Fly Machine is a Wink Edition. The Phoenix is more of a defensive card that works well behind tanks as an aggressive card. So I know that the guy's going to have Barbarrel in his deck most of the time, so we'll go for a Monk here on the right-hand side to protect the 1 Musketeer. If you can protect one of the sides early on in the single Elixir, you always want to protect the 1 Musketeer because that thing can get countered by Skeletons, Ice Spirit, cheap 1 and 2 cost cards, and you don't want that to happen. They'll always have to defend the 2 Musketeers. They don't always have to defend the 1 Musketeer, so you want to force them to defend that 1 Musketeer. So he's going to go for Royal Hogs. I think ideally we just keep going in for Elixir Collectors. I'm going to posture my Elixir Collector here in the left slightly, so then he can't Fireball and hit the tower, and then also hit the Elixir Collector. He's going to go Phoenix. That's not enough. We're going to rage this up. I think this is going to be great. Look how much damage I get right now. Just because of a 2 Elixir Rage, we are on a different page of damage. Okay, so we know he's got Fireball, so I don't want to go in for 3 Musketeers in the middle. That would be a death sentence. I'm not about that life. I'm going to go in for E-Barbs against the Recruits on the left-hand side. Ooh, that was a good Fireball. That was super smart. He knew that I had to defend that. He was dialed in on defense and offense. We're going to go in for a Elixir Collector here. I wonder if we want to go in for a Monk on top of the Magic Archer. I want to, but I don't think I can, to be honest. It might be a decent play, but it's not the best play. So we're going to go in for 2 Musketeers. He's probably going to get a good Fireball here. If we can go for a Monk and make the prediction, that would be awesome. Doesn't work out. Wait, is the Magic Archer going to lock onto it? Is he going to miss the... No! He missed it on purpose! Oh, this guy was played so well. That was actually insane. I hate when people do that. He trolled me. He had my heart racing for a second. I thought we were going to race away with the win immediately. I think we do race away with the win now, but it would have been so much more fun if we won with the Fireball blasting his tower. Super solid stuff, and well played to him. And you know what? Good luck in the rest of your ladder pushing, bro. You're a talented player. And winning against good players always feels better because it feels like you actually earned the victory. And we have raced our way up to 3,500 in the world. All right, so we got a game against someone with a Night Witch banner. Let's see if he's going to be running Golem. That would be an awesome matchup for us. We haven't played against a Golem deck today. I'm going to go for a Heal Spirit here and see what he's up to. See if he's cooking anything spicy. He's not cycling anything, though. He's just chilling. He's just eating the damage. He's like, Jake, I don't care. Well, guess what? I don't care if you let me cycle my Elixir Collector. That's good for me as well. I'll take that. Inferno Dragon. Okay, I don't know what we're playing into anymore. I want to go in for an Elixir Collector, but I can't because he might go in for a Balloon or something crazy or something really aggressive. Definitely got a Balloon free stack, which isn't bad for me as long as I can make sure that he doesn't go in for a skyrocketing Balloon value immediately. So we can go in for E-Barbs on the right-hand side, so then he has to force out like, oh, it's Graveyard. Wait, huh? I've never seen Graveyard with Bowler in this meta anymore. That worked out so well. He went in for a Graveyard when we E-Barbs him. He's literally freezing with 1 skeleton at top 3,000 in the world. Graveyard players straight up built different. I swear, these guys are built different. Holy heck. He's going to Tornado and activate King Tower against this Royal Ghost for sure. I really can't do anything about it. It's what it is. It be how it be. Please let me finesse this Graveyard player. He deserves to lose. Oh, this is what we looked for. This is the matchup that I've been waiting for all day. This, and with Goblin Hut, is a dream world come true. Especially... Yes! He has it! Oh, thank you, baby! All right, so that's going to be a ton of piggies. That's 3 piggies, and then we get more piggies because he's going to spam more Spirit Goblins. Your free units are mine, and it feels divine. Oh my goodness. That's so funny because we forced out a baby dragon as well. And then we can go in for E-Barbs at the river. And then we can go in for a rage. Then we can kill the spear goblins and keep our elite barbarians even healthier. And then they're going to force out even more elixir. Gonna drop a 5 elixir bowler there, guys. A 5 elixir bowler. My man is dry on elixir. Oh, this is a fun moment. So we can go in for like a 3 musketeers, and then we can go in for a heal spirit, and then we can go for something else after if we need to. But I think that the bowler doesn't even get a shot, so I don't want to overspend elixir. We know that 100% he's going to go for a freeze. Let's go for Royal Ghost and E-Barbs on the other side because he doesn't have bowler and cycle. So he has to deal with the E-Barbs that are going to get raged up on the left, and I don't think he's going to have a tower left over. So generally, when you have 3 musketeers, make sure that you don't dedicate or have this ambition of going in one side all the time. You can't do that. When people have splash damage with bowler or they got like poison, they're going to be really toxic and they're going to destroy your musketeers every time if you don't split up your stuff. Yeah, this guy's dead. Ridiculously easy game, and it's a pleasure to put Graveyard Freeze to shame. I hate Goblin Hut decks, and this deck hard counters all of them. And that's been a considerable climb up all the way to 3,000 in the world. All right, we got another one here. So we're just going to go do the same old, drop that heal spirit, try to go and collect some points with our tennis ball. I love saying that the heal spirit's a tennis ball. I stopped saying it for a while because I haven't played heal spirit in a minute, and it's just such a cool card because it turns the tide of the battle in your favor. When you think that the game is grim, you end up getting a lot of damage with the E-Barbs that miraculously stay alive. So that's hopefully what we can have happen here. So the guy is probably going to be running a deck I don't want to play into, to be real. The guy's got Goblins, Mighty Miner, Fast Cycle, so he's going to... Okay, Minor Poison. All right, that's fine. That's decent. I was like, if he's going to have an Earthquake up in here, I'm going to hate this game. It's winnable. I just don't want to match into those too often, you know? So he's going to go Miner. He's going to go Wall Breakers. I think that the E-Barb's got this on deck. I don't know. Please, 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 please. Okay, cool. So we'll see if he goes in for a Goblins here. We're going to go Heal Spirit and then go Rage if he does. If he doesn't log this, he's going to just lose the game. Please? Oh, no, he minored fast enough. You know what? As people rank up, they get so much better at the game, and they don't falter and fail. Also, Mighty Miner's health is ridiculous. Those were raged up Elite Barbarians at full health, and they lost themselves to a Mr. Mighty Miner man. Kind of crazy if you think about it. So I'm going to go in for an Elixir Collector in the middle, so when he decides to go in for a Miner, then he's not going to be able to finesse me, because we can go and protect it and predict where the Miner is going to go by looking at its tunnel underground, since we have the Monk. So it should be off to the right. Oh! Well, I guess it finessed me anyway. That was actually really, really well played. He ended up knowing that I was going to protect my Elixir Collector, and then he decided, hey, he's going to protect his Elixir Collector. I'm not going to give him any value. And he ended up going for the Miner on the tower instead for extra damage. You know what? We can go for 3 Musketeers all on the same side. Go and click the Monk ability and then go Heal Spirit. And see if he goes in for a Mighty Miner. And then we can just heal up our Musketeers after. I wonder if this does enough damage for us to win the game. Or at least put him in a really bad spot. I was hoping for a little bit more, not going to lie. I'm going to go in for Mother Witch here. It might target onto what we need. I don't know. I'm going to go for Rail Ghost as well with the Mother Witch. And that should be able to give us 2 profound piggies. Let's go. And the Rail Ghost is getting pushed by the pig. I didn't think that would happen. That's cool. And then we can rage it up so the Rail Ghost locks onto the tower all angry. Yes, sir. It's an angry ghost. He's angry from his death, and he's ready to reap redemption. That's so cool. And now for the rest of the game, all we have to do is defend this push, and we win. So hopefully we can make that happen. I don't think we are going to. Oh, that was so annoying, man. That was really well played. He just kind of spammed all his stuff at the river. I don't know if it was well played. You guys can let me know down below in the comment section. I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's just going to do it again, though. Oh, my goodness. Stop it. Chill for a sec, bro. That will probably splash on my stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Wow, I'm glad I didn't listen to myself. All right, so we can go in for 3 Musketeers in the middle. And then I think that's going to be our best bet because his poison doesn't immediately kill that. So we can go in for Mother Witch afterward. Maybe get some piggies up in here as well, depending on what happens. We're going to go for Rage because he has to drop something on the Muskies. If they lock out of the tower, he just loses. Oh, yeah, he doesn't care. Okay. Maybe he doesn't care, but he didn't care about the Musketeers in the moment. And then, you know, they demanded his attention as they took his tower. If you don't give the Musketeers your time, you're not going to have any time left in the match. They'll take away your ability to play. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest for your day.